These are two things that have absolutely transformed my life. The first one is working out, and the second one is religion. Completely transformed my life. And here's what I'll have to say about the first one. So, working out. Why does working out transform your life? And I've been working out for, I don't know, 25 or 26 years straight. So, we're talking at least 5 days in the gym for the past 25 or 26 years. It's a lot of gym time. And in the beginning, it was kind of goofy gym time, right? I thought I needed to work out, like being there for like 2, 3 hours, like just ridiculous stuff. But after an amount of time and you've put on some muscle and you've learned how to properly work out, you can get in and out of there. All of a sudden, my workouts went to less than an hour, like 50 minutes, and then 40. And then I got them down to the science, which is right now, I'm in and out in like 30 minutes. That's it. I just lift weights. I do cardio hardly ever, like just enough to get by. That's it. You don't need to do too much of that because the way I work out is all free weights and I just bang it out like set after set after set with sit-ups in between every single set. So I'm running, I'm going at the gym the entire time. And the reason why I say these two things will change your life, going to the gym, the discipline of it, like the rigorousness of it, is because it arcs with you through life. It's like this big arc. And while in the beginning, you'll be, putting on muscle and, you'll go through phases where you're running pretty lean and strong. And then you'll go through phases where or at least me, like I'm bumping up to 200 pounds and I'm for 5'8", I get quite beefy at 200 pounds. And you have other times where you're sitting at, where I'm sitting at right now, which is about 180, and it's a little bit different, but it grows with you and it provides you with a stringent discipline for life, like a militaristic discipline. And I know a lot of you guys don't have that. And I think it's critically important for guys of all ages to hit the gym. You were made to work, like made to actually do physical labor. That's how your body was constructed. It was made to do work, be prepared for war, make war, protect your family, protect your village, all of that stuff. So be a capable, dangerous man. That's one thing that you can do, and working out gives you the discipline around that. No one questions your authority when you look like you work out. Now, there's a difference, guys, between working out to be strong and protect your family and working out to please women or please yourself or make an idol out of your body. Those are two different things. And there's a lot of guys out there. I've done it, so I know about this. There's a lot of guys out there that will work out to make an idol out of their own bodies, which is gross. And it becomes very effeminate to do something like that. And it takes all the masculine attributes out of lifting weights. Like there becomes like it inverts the purpose. You're no longer strong. You're no longer capable. You're obsessed with how you look in the mirror. And that probably comes from some insecurities. There's a class of guys that, probably like the way they look and are in great shape and whatever. They're not worshiping themselves. But then there's a class of guys that go to the gym as a form of self-worship. This is why religion is important, because it takes the worship off of you. Like, why are you here? What are you made to do? So let's talk about a little bit deeper into working out and the discipline of working out. Not only does the discipline of working out make you strong and capable man that has the capacity for violence, that means the capacity to protect, to carry heavy weights, to do all that good stuff, take care of a family, lead a family, etc., makes you commanding. It also, on the other side, it flips how you eat, what you don't eat, not in an obsessive way, because guys don't really get like this, but I guess sometimes they can if they're worshiping themselves and they're worshiping their physique or they're worshiping their looks. But it governs also how you live your life, right? Working out every day, 5 days a week, that means I can't do a lot of things that maybe are vices. I can't do those things anymore. And there was times where, I drank quite a bit and still hit the gym, and I drank quite a bit regularly and still hit the gym. I mean, you can do that. It depends upon if this is a vice for you. And for me, it was a vice. So it helped me get over and conquer that vice through the discipline of going to the gym. Now, I knew if I had to go to the gym early, I can't stay up late and I can't have drinks because I'm going to feel terrible. And when you force yourself to go to the gym when you're feeling terrible and you know it's because I was out late or up later than my bedtime and I had too many drinks, or not only did I have too many drinks, maybe I ate a poor diet, I'm going to not feel very good getting through that workout the next day. And I've done that, probably hundreds of times at this point. And I've done it on the flip side, which is, went to bed at a reasonable time, didn't drink, watched what I was eating and what I was not eating, and you feel pretty good. And that gives you that discipline. So it starts affecting other parts of your life. And then you start hanging out with other people that share the same values, right? You don't hang out with, if you get in pretty good shape, the truth is you don't hang out with people that aren't. It doesn't go together. Those two things don't go together. And when you do, they have 101 questions for you. How do you do this? What do you do? What are you doing? What are you drinking? What are you eating? What supplements are you taking? I'm not taking any supplements. I'm just eating normally. You guys are eating abnormally. I think eating 3 times a day with all the snacking in between and then dessert, that's abnormal. That's an abnormal way for a human to eat. Think about how you were made, how your ancestors came up. Maybe they ate quick little something when they got up in the morning, and then they went all day and then came home and ate. Or they just went all day and then ate. That's it. That's all you need. None of this snacking and protein shakes and all this eccentric, ridiculous, consumeristic stuff. You don't need to do any of those things. What you do need to do is probably some intermittent fasting and get to the gym, get to bed at a reasonable time and get up early. That's it. That's all you need to do. My diet at this point consists of eating pretty much just once a day. That's it. One time a day for 6 days a week. Sunday, I usually eat twice. Sometimes I fast. On fasting days, when I break fast and I'm on a 48-hour fast, I'll usually eat twice that day. But other than that, I'm sticking to a pretty tight 20, 22, 23, maybe sometimes 24-hour cycle of eating. That's it. And you can only eat so many calories during that sitting. And when you're eating like that and you're working out, you can only eat good calories. So it cuts out the junk, because you can't fill your stomach with junk and then expect your body to perform. That's not how it's going to work. Maybe when you're young and you're coming up and you're starting to hit the gym and you're 18, 19, and 20, you can do that. But once you get a bit older, it doesn't work the same way anymore. You can't party and drink and eat a bunch of junk and expect your body to perform. It just doesn't work. So that's why I was saying the arc of working out. Like it's a big arc because you're going to go through this big arc, but you're going to keep the core principle, the discipline of working out, and you're going to work out for the purpose of not self-idolization or validation from women, because I think a lot of guys do that. Because when you're working out for self-idolization, number one, you'll never get to the point that you'll be happy because you're not God. You will never be happy. There will always be something else you can do because you're self-worshiping. And if you're self-worshiping, you know yourself. You're a nasty, nasty person, right? Deep down inside, like you're a nasty person. I'm a nasty person. So if I was to worship myself, I would never be happy. The other thing too, if you're doing it for the validation of women or to get girls or whatever it might be, seeking validation of women through your physique or getting a girl through your physique is kind of weird. I'm just going to say it. I've done it. It's weird. It's super weird. I'm not saying like she should like you the way you are. If you're, rolling super soft and squishy and got all a bunch of bad vices and habits, like, of course she shouldn't like you. You shouldn't like you either. I wouldn't like you. I wouldn't like myself if I was like that. I think back when I was like that, it was gross. It was actually disgusting and it makes you do disgusting things. Whenever you have a vice like that, it makes you do nasty, disgusting things that you know damn well you shouldn't be doing. So the other part of building, working out to please women or to get a girl is it throws into the mix the possibility, and I've seen this with a lot of younger guys, they'll work out, they'll, whatever, man, be at the bars, doing what they do, what, you know what I mean? Like meeting up with girls, like showing their profiles on the internet or something stupid. And that will fall off. So then you're going to have no arc because you only did that process to get the girl that now you're with, or you got the girlfriend, you're married, and now you let everything fall by the wayside because you achieved your goal. My goal was to work out to get in good enough shape to get the girl. Now that I have the girl, I can go back to being sloppy. It's gross. And it won't last. You'll get no arc of the discipline of working out. Now, next step in this more longer video is religion. Religion takes away that idolization of yourself and your validation that you're seeking from whatever. Maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your girlfriend, maybe it's just random girls. I don't know. Maybe it's dudes. I don't know. Maybe it is. But it takes that away because it takes the worship from you and puts it back into its proper place, which is God. Now, I found for men, the discipline of working out builds a ton of character. It kind of regulates your entire life, especially when you've been doing it for a long, long, long time, like I have. And the other thing is religion does the same thing with you. And I can make a longer video at a different time about the arc of religion as well. It removes the self-worship. It gives you the purpose that you need in life. And I'm not talking about like loosey-goosey religion. I'm kind of an intense guy. I'm a direct guy. So I can't have any squish in my religion. I can't have any squish in my confessor. I need to know what the answers are. I want to know exactly how it works, the discipline of it. And I found that traditional Catholicism has given me that no squish. Like there is no wiggle room. There's none, none. And you get hardcore confessors that allow you no wiggle room as well. And that type of worship for me seems rightly ordered because it's rightly ordered towards God. It's not about you. It's not about the audience. It's not about your feelings. It's about the sacrifice, right? It takes the worship off of you, it puts it on God. And then you can arc with that too. So you get the discipline of working out for years and years and years and years and years, and that arc of it. And then you get the discipline of hardcore religion and actually practicing and having the creed and knowing why you do these things. It's the same thing with working out. There's a method to the madness. There's a method why I eat the way I do. There's a method why I wake up in the morning. Religion provides the same thing. You have a method, you have a creed, you have a set of beliefs that you believe in that if somebody pushes up against you, just like being strong and working out, you don't move. Like you're a pillar. And it turns out, funny story, that if you're focused on these things, women actually like that. Other people start flocking to you. Different people start flocking to you that you wouldn't expect. They start asking you questions like, how do you live your life? Why do you live your life like this? I want to know more. They get real curious real quick. So the two things that I would urge you to do, turn your life around if you're depressed, if you're, I don't know, you've been out of the gym for a while, you're in the suck of it, every day is a weekday because you have no Sunday worship, you have no reason, you don't know why you're here, you're confused about the basic principles of life. I would suggest you get to the gym at least 4 times per week and let that transform your life. And then you get to a very, very strict religion, whatever that is. And I wouldn't suggest you guys practice any other religion because my religion is true and right? That's kind of the creed. That's how it goes. But those two aspects of your life, when you get super strong in those, life can come at you. Losses of jobs can come at you. Problems in your marriage can come at you. Problems in your family can come at you. And then all of a sudden, like you're like a freaking pillar. You can stand strong. You can weather that storm. Like the waves can crash around, but you're a freaking rock. And like you can't be disrupted. Like that rock will be there. Those waves will crash on that rock. That rock's still going to sit there. That rock's still going to be there. Terrible winter, icebergs are crashing on it. That rock's breaking up icebergs. That's how you become. So if you like this video, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ask me a question, whatever. Out.